So it seems like a slow day. There are no economic reports out at least, but there's one thing on the horizon that people are looking out for, and that's Greek developments next week. What's going on, Kenny?
Hi. Well, there's a couple of things, right? Like you said, the market's churning today, still trying to find its way after all the data, the macroeconomic reports come out this week, which we saw were both good and bad, creates continued conflict in the market because the market doesn't know really how to read that, right? Is the economy improving? It's not improving. So today I think we're going to have this settling in day. It's going to continue to digest everything that's happened. Now, looking in the next week, you got a couple of big things happening, right? It's not towards the end of the week. You got non-farm payrolls on Friday, which the market's already starting to talk about because people want to see a number that's better than 200,000. That'll be down from the previous report, but as long as it's 200 or better, the market will embrace that. The other big thing, and it's a much more global macro event, is really the Greece CDS issue. Are the private creditors going to sign on to this deal or are they not? They have until Friday to come to grips with that. So the market's kind of sitting in this holding pattern waiting. Everyone's kind of placing their bet. Is it going to cause a credit event or is it not? Because if they sign on, there'll be no credit event. There won't be any stress in the system. If they don't sign on, it will potentially then release that credit event, which will then cause some unease in the system, some stress in the system, and then the market will react as it sees fit. But that's, we're kind of in that holding pattern.
So we're really looking forward to next week today. And I want to ask you, we had a 2-day summit in Europe, Thursday and Friday. Do you think that has had much of an effect on stocks?
Well, I think what it does, I think all the macro news is having an effect on stocks, and I think certainly the market will continue to pay attention to what's going on in Europe. I will say, I think the market's getting exhausted by what's going on in Europe. I think the market is frustrated by the lack of real movement. I think there are some people that just say, listen, Greece should have been out long ago and this problem would have been over and we wouldn't keep talking about it. But the fact is that's not what happened, so we continue to talk about it. So that continues to kind of dominate the picture. I think the other thing that dominates the picture, other global macro news, is what's going on in the Mideast. The tensions between Iran and Israel and the rest of the Mideast. I think you see that reflected in the price of oil. I don't think oil's moving higher because the global economy is getting better. I think oil's moving higher because there's speculation and tension. And so that in and of itself is not going to be good because we're seeing gas prices go up not only in this country but around the world. Gas at $5 a gallon in this country is going to start to impact the consumer. And so there's a lot that's going on, and that's why I think you see the market so confused, really.
Right. So don't get complacent. A lot to think about. The Greek bond swap, non-farm payrolls, and also rising oil prices.
This market is
Stock pickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're getting